Okay, hey y'all. I did not plan to be gone this long, but you know, life was lifing. Work was whipping my ass, if I can be quite honest, and the seasonal depression was real. So it's been a month, but I was like, what should I do as like a first video back, get me back into it? And I figured like, let's do a little February favorites, right? Something low-key. So I have like, a couple of fashion things, some like beauty, skincare things, like one home decor item, and then, you know, some random stuff. I'm gonna talk like TV and music at the very end. So yeah, let's get into it. First thing is this sweater. It's called like the Paley sweater from the Frankie shop. So I saw someone else on YouTube. Her name is Carolyn Gray. She has a really great style, but way more money than me. And she showed this and I was like, please don't let this be like $1,000 sweater. It was still pricey for me. It was about $150, just full transparency. A lot for me to spend on a sweater, but I really do love it and the quality is fantastic. I know I'm gonna have it forever. And so in that case, I was like, you know what? I would rather just spend the money on one sweater that I really love instead of like buying three sweaters from Zara. I'm just trying to shop less in general, and so when I do, I just want it to be things that like I really love. It is kind of like a classic, you know, like a crew neck cable knit sweater, but what makes this unique is like the super long sleeves. I guess in general it's just really oversized, but like in a fashion-y way. You would never get like an oversized like men's sweater that fits the way that this does. I love how the sleeves like come down over your hands. It's really like the cut, but also like the weight of it that makes it like drape perfectly. So I really do love this. I wore it on Valentine's Day with the next thing that I'm gonna show. Beautiful, beautiful, love this. Next thing, this is just a pair of jeans from ASOS. They're just a high-waisted like medium wash wide leg jean. I got these for work and I have actually been wearing them a ton, like casually. Girl, when does my cat like not make an appearance? Thankfully, like I work in an office where no one is really like clocking what I wear to work. I can get away with like wearing sneakers to work. But if I'm going to wear sneakers, I feel like I have to dress it up a little bit with the clothes, right? Like a dark wash jean and like a turtleneck, a dark wash jean and like a quarter zip, I think just like looks a little nicer, a little dressier. They are high-waisted and I do prefer more of like a mid-rise, I would say, but because they're high-rise, I can wear them with like cropped things that I wouldn't normally be able to wear to work, like cropped sweaters and stuff like that. $40, not mad at these. ASOS comes through again. Next, let's get into the couple of like beauty skincare items that I have. So first, how many toners does one person need? I have a new toner. Please, like you wait until now to want to do all this playing? So, another toner. This is the Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. I got this right around Christmas time during the last Sephora sale. Did I need another toner? Probably not, but I'm really glad that I tried this. I feel like my skin has gotten more sensitive and I just cannot take super astringent, like strong toners anymore. This really does like hit all of the boxes for me. Like I tend to use this at night, sometimes in the morning, but definitely at night. And I can just tell the difference when I use this and when I don't. It really does like leave my skin feeling like moisturized in the morning. Really love this. And yeah, this is like what I want in a toner with my like dry 30-year-old skin now. I said, do I need another toner, but do I need another lip balm? It doesn't matter, I got one. This is from Isamaya. I discovered this brand on Instagram, I wanna say. I was really into the brand vision, but a lot of the makeup was just more dramatic than what I wear day to day, right? And I saw that they had come out with these. So there are 5 shades. I did buy 2, but this is the one I'm using the most, and it's called Mortal. So hopefully y'all can see, but it is literally just like kind of a neutral like pink. I'm wearing it right now. What's kind of special about these, I guess you would say, is that they have this sort of like micro glitter, and it's supposed to kind of like mask like texture in your lips, like the way that the light hits it and reflects. And I think it actually does that. It's in my work bag. That's how you know I really like something, when I'm taking it to work with me. So love that. This is kind of a random favorite, but perfume samples. I've really been wanting like a new bottle of perfume, but every time I go to like a Le Labo counter or I go to a store, like I think that I'm prepared to spend $200, and I'm just not. I'm just not ready yet. So samples have really been like my thing lately, and I've just been having a lot of fun trying them. As far as like Le Labo though, I know that like Santal 33 is like kind of overrated at this point, but it does smell good. I really hate like wearing the same fragrance that a lot of other people do, but I don't know, maybe because I'm here in DC and it's just not as much of a thing as it is in like New York. I don't know, I never smell anyone wearing this. And then I have also been trying samples from this brand, Zernel Gilly. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I first heard about this on Tumblr. Don't ask me for mine. I just love the concept of these. So all of the scents are based on like different music genres. So I have disco, I have house, I have hip hop. I just love the idea of that. I think the one that I'll be buying a full size of is disco, but I really like these ones too. Hip hop, I do like that one. House, I just got yesterday. I haven't really used it. I just like did a test spray. And yeah, I love that it's such a small brand. I know that no one else will have them or smell like them. So yeah, love that. I have like a couple of random things. I guess this is considered a home item. It is this little like ashtray set from Houseplant. Let me just say, Seth Rogen is one of my few like legit celebrity crushes. I love him. This is his brand, and so he's always posting like, you know, pieces and stuff that he's making. He's into ceramics now. We love it. But I actually got this set as a part of like an online sample sale, so it was a lot more affordable than the stuff normally is. I really love it. Like, is a fancy ashtray like a necessity? No, but I don't know, like I love how like inconspicuous it is. Like I love that you can't see the ashes. I love that like on first glance, when this is like out on your coffee table, no one can tell what it is. Like, especially when you see it all together, it just looks like a really cute like ceramic set, right? I don't know, I love like having beautiful versions of kind of like everyday items, and so I would rather have like one pretty ashtray than like 5 ugly ones around my house. That's just me, you know, it's just so pretty. So love that. This is a random thing, I guess I'll mention it now, but I got this little stupid pink digital camera from Amazon. I've just been wanting to get back into taking pictures, and I've been seeing the girls buying like, I don't know, like old digital cameras on eBay. I just can't commit to that. I ain't got time for buying special chargers and hoping that it works. I'm not doing all of that. So I don't know, like when I take pictures with this, I'm a lot less nitpicky than I am when I take pictures with my phone. So $30, it wasn't like a huge investment, but I don't know, it's just been helping me to like enjoy taking pictures again. I know that I showed this before, I think it was in a haul, but I did finish this. This is Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. It is hard for me to review books, especially if I'm not gonna like dedicate an entire video or something to it. But I guess what I would say is, if this is for someone who has already read some Toni Morrison, I would not recommend it as a first book, like personally. I was probably like a third of the way through, honestly, before I really got into this one. But when I got into it, I got into it. I really ended up loving it. I don't want to spoil it, so what can I really say? Like, I don't know, what are like the major themes? I guess I would say like family history, family dynamics, definitely, mythology. I read a bit of Toni Morrison. This feels totally different to me, and I think it's just the point of view. So yeah, Toni Morrison, Song of Solomon. Now let's get into the fun stuff. I finally watched The Bear. I'ma just be honest, the only reason I started watching that show is because I was just seeing all the girls talking about Io Debris. I was seeing all the clips and memes and stuff, but like that's not enough for me to like warm up to somebody. And so I was like, okay, what is she in? And I saw that she was in The Bear, and so I was like, okay, let me like really give it a shot. I understand the hype now. I get it. I get why people love her, because her character in the show, Sydney, is so great. I don't want to give too much away, so I don't want to get into like the specifics, but I feel like where The Bear shines is like character development. That's why we do TV instead of like a film, right? It's because you have all of these episodes and seasons to like tell a character's story. Like, who were they in the first episode versus who are they at the end of the season, at the end of the second season, you know, like you actually get a chance to like grow with a character, right? To see them evolve or to devolve, like whichever one. I don't want to start ranting and raving, but what I'll say is I really love the way that characters and just their stories are handled on The Bear. I think the writing is really great. When it comes to Sydney's character, I love seeing a black girl who just cares about something so much. Like, she cares about food and cuisine and running a restaurant and just all of it so much, and you just like feel her passion for it. She's like an overachiever. She's like, she cares so much that it can almost be like overbearing. She's a little awkward, but not in like an Issa Rae way, in a way that feels very unique to her. Oh, and just had to add, like, I really love her scenes with her dad in the show, who's played by Robert Townsend. There's something really sweet and genuine about those scenes, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, The Bear and Io Debris, y'all were on to something. I'll give y'all that. This is like a perfect segue for me to get into the music. The way that the girls have been sleeping on Bia, it's upsetting me and my homegirls. And I'll give the people a pass because I was sleeping on her too. I was like, I had YouTube on in the background when I was doing other stuff, and Fall Back came on autoplay, and I was like, okay. So I went ahead and downloaded the EP, Really Her. It's like 9 songs. They're all good. To me. If I had to just give you a couple, I would say listen to Millions, listen to Classy, and listen to Fall Back. It's what I listen to on the way to work. You know how you like need something to like get you hype and get you like in the mood to go deal with BS. That's what it does. It like hypes me up. So yeah, Bia, Really Her. Next, this is kind of a throwback or a revisit, and it is Bjork's Greatest Hits. The story with this is that when I was in the 8th grade, my uncle from prison sent me a CD of Bjork's Greatest Hits. He probably ordered it from a catalog. I don't know what made him choose it, but He was on point. I listened to and loved that album so much. And you know what it was? Kali Uchis was doing a cover of Venus as a Boy, and you like never see people cover Bjork because it's kind of impossible, but I thought that she did it justice. And so I was like, oh man, like I used to love that song. Why don't I listen to Bjork anymore? And so that's what made me like go back and revisit. I've just been loving it. I don't know what else needs to be said. Listen to Bjork. And this was my last favorite because, you know, I like to throw in, you know, a little event or something, but I got to go to a talk with Simone Lee at the Hirshhorn Museum, and that has definitely been a highlight of my February. I would say like whenever you have the opportunity, go see artists speak about their work. It was super inspiring, just like hearing some of her references, you know, and just like hearing her talk about her like artistic practice. I love listening to artists talk about their own work because so often like you hear everyone else like analyze and like give their takes. And so I just love to hear like from artists themselves what their work is about, what they were drawing from, what was going on in their lives at the time, like all of these little details that are actually so important. Whenever possible to like go to a talk or a lecture or interview or just anything with like artists that you appreciate, I would say to go for it. I just always learn something. I always come away from it with something. So that was a definite highlight of February. And I think that's it. Oh, I was about to forget. These earrings. So as you can see, my ears are stretched. I am a 1/2 inch. I stretched my ears to a 1/2 inch. I am basically at my goal size. I'm not going any bigger for the foreseeable future. And so I've just started buying like some cute jewelry and stuff. I love these. These are just like a hoop. They're just like a hoop. They open with a little hinge. And these are from Ask and Embla. They have such a nice weight to them. I didn't realize how much I like miss being able to wear hoops, but yeah. So that's actually it. That was my last favorite. You know, it's finally March, so I'm excited to do some like spring fashion content. So stay tuned for that. Just the fact that like it's 5:30 and still light out. The serotonin. I hope you guys liked the video. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys for the next one. Bye.